When I look at you, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
When I look at
Nothing
you,
like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a
gonna
moment
be
ago. Fireworks,
a
pyrotechnics,
lovely
you name it.
day.
This crowd is ready as their guys
Lovely
get set
day.
to match up
Lovely
between
day.
the Washington
Lovely
football
day.
team and the
Lovely
Houston
day.
Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Lovely
I don't know if it's
day.
exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of
Lovely
stepped up,
day.
found a little bit
Lovely
of yardage,
day.
and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on
When
offense.
I
The
look
playbook
at you.
is still open for the coordinator.
They go with Chubb on second down. A pickup of about 3
lovely
yards as he's
day.
taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson.
Oh, we all over that.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw. 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 8 yards on the return.
When I look
following a
at you.
punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a
A
first and 10.
lovely day.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He gets it forward for
flag
4,
on the
maybe
play.
5, but the flags
Let's try that
fly.
again.
And this one could be coming
When
back.
I look at you, I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Washington.
Yeah. When I look at you,
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early.
you gotta read my posting, man. Give me the forced loss, man.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Oh, yeah, give me that first down, baby. First down.
It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation.
Shut up,
nowadays,
Jada. Don't repeat
watching
me.
a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Oh,
This is Geis.
in the gap.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened
I can't
last
find
week.
my place,
Find
find my place, find my place, find my
I dare
place.
say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame.
Too
That's
slow.
what they did there.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
think
get
a lot
control
of
of
people think the coaching staff really gets
He
on
was
them,
wide
and that's how
open.
they motivate them.
Wide.
Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of
Oh,
pride
my
in their
God, it was
performance.
16 yards.
That
First
shit was
down,
wide.
Washington.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he dropped.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on.
Come
to
on,
the
14.
contact. Brings up
14, you got to
2nd down.
catch that, 14.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Ooh.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down.
Oh, you got the nigga in the chat with us? Oh, man.
By the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I'm glad I ain't in here calling out plays and shit. Nah.
1st and goal from the 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. Final week of the year, an absolute must-win game for them, so they needed to get on the board first. They were able to do just that.
And you laid out the stage. So just think what they've been working with this entire build-up towards this game. Must win.
Man, you don't get like this when I sit down and play this fucking game.
They accomplish that. Now they can't have any type of a letdown. Long way to go in this
I need to get a chair. That's
and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Just sitting on the couch,
25-yard line.
just constricting my lungs.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nick Chubb.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Chubb.
The handoff to...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and 2, Watson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 43. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. Oh, the
Get him.
ball is out. Watson lost it.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A fumble on the play.
Second and short now following the fumble. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Texans nothing.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line.
The man right here.
Backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts.
Somebody said, you looking for me?
After a big year, the consistency and the continuity.
there I go. Yeah, he already.
It's pretty impressive.
There I go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches.
Oh, look at this fucking
who's just within the palpable
animation.
buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
33-yard line.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37
yards. First down, Washington.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ross Blacklock in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, that's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chase Young in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. They'll try the left side. Gibson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got Burton here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards.
And the Washington first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And this will be a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28. Washington 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
at the 30.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
52's in light. Watch me going down. He's coming. Let's go. Pick it up, kid. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go, kids. Watch safety screaming. Safety screaming. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Reset. 19. Right there. 56. Watch the screen.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Second and
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Get that ball. Check it out. Relax. Go to the floor.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
the ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Washington.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Texans scoop it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And no let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Justin Hopkins on for the
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
throwing on third down. Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Mark Andrews.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to go down as time is now run out on this game.
What do you mean?
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Hitting the wrong
button.
button.
Clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Washington, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.